I need to have a stern talking to with the entire Clippers organization as to why Kawhi Leonard barely played in the fourth quarter of this game. I do not understand it. He played like a couple minutes early in the fourth and then came in for like the last 2 minutes of the game when the Lakers had finally come back. He just missed his PRA line by 2 points. 2 statistics. I don't even know what to say. Jaden McDaniels went over his points line. Montas Buzelis went over his points, rebounds, and assist line. Yusuf Nurkic went way over his point, rebounds, and assist line. He's been on an absolute tear. I'm going to probably bet on him the next chance I get. And Kawhi Leonard sells us on the 4-man by 2 points. He missed a 3-pointer with like less than 2 minutes in the game. That would have probably sealed the deal for us. But he had all the entire fourth quarter to do it. If they sub him back in with like 4 minutes left in the game, or even 5 minutes left in the game, he probably goes over this line. Just absolutely hate to see it. But we went 3-1 on the day. Can't really complain. We've been red hot this entire week. I've had one of the best gambling weeks ever. Right? There's always ups and downs in this, so nothing's guaranteed, obviously. But we're moving on to NBA Friday picks. I have my 4 favorite plays for you all. I put a lot of hard work and research into these picks. And we also have a new partner on this channel. Guys, we've partnered up with Novig. All right, Novig's another betting platform that you guys can use to take your picks. You guys can sign up to Novig if you're not already with my code TEACH10. And on Novig, you'll get a 50% deposit match up to $25 max for free. So you can deposit $25 and you'll get another $50 on top of that. So go get on Novig. They're giving you a ton of free value. Great new platform. I'm excited to partner up with them. So go take your picks on there. If you're not taking your picks on Novig, guys, head over to Chalkboard to get your picks as well. Same code, TEACH10. On Chalkboard, you'll get a 100% deposit match and a free pick. And also, Chalkboard does free daily drops where they give out profit boosts every day, so be on the lookout for that as well. They're giving out a ton of insane value. All right, guys, before we get into tonight's picks, like I said, we've been red hot. Earlier this week, we hit a 5-man on NFL Sunday playoffs, and then we hit an NBA 4-man as well earlier this week. And if you guys want my best plays, right, you can get my best free play on my Winnable store for absolutely free. The link will be in the description below to go sign up. I post that before the YouTube video comes out, okay? Now, let's get into tonight's picks. I'm super excited, man. NBA has been so much fun to bet on recently. I've been red hot. It's been a lot of fun. Starting off with the first play of the night, Duncan Robinson over 13.5 points and rebounds. Here's what I like about this play. Duncan Robinson has gone over this line in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 15.7 points and rebounds over that 10-game stretch, and he's actually hit this in 5 straight games in 7 out of his last 8, really. So he's been playing really great as of recently in this last 5, so we love to see that here, all right? Now, the Pistons are going up against a very tough Houston Rockets team that they're 4th in points allowed and the best team in terms of rebounding as well. So that is a tough matchup for us overall. But looking at the small forward position, it's a little bit better. They are still top 10 in both major categories. But here's what I really like about this play for Duncan Robinson, right? I'm looking at his minutes. All right, he's playing, almost 28 minutes a game over his last 5. If we go to the last 10, playing like 26 minutes, all right, shooting about 50%, 47% from 3, right? Let's go back to his last 5, all right, shooting 55% on 11 attempts and shooting 55% from 3 on 8 attempts. Look at these last 5 games, 5 for 7, 4 for 7, 4 for 6, 5 for 11, and 4 for 9. He has made 4 3-pointers in each of his last 5 games. He is red hot shooting from 3. He takes a decent amount of 3-point attempts, so you know where he's going to shoot at least 5 or 6 threes in this next game coming up, most likely. He's going to hit 4 threes. Like I don't want to say the G word, but he will most likely make 4 threes in this game. If he hits 4 threes, that's already 12 points. That puts us right near our line, right? He just has to make one other shot and get 2 other rebounds, right? Last few games, 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds, 4 rebounds. We just need him to shoot very well from 3. That's what I'm counting on this game. He's been red hot, making 4 threes in each of his last 5 games. So that's what I love about this play for Duncan Robinson, shooting very well beyond the arc. Moving on into pick number 2. All right, we're going Cam Thomas under 17.5 points and rebounds. He's gone under this line in 8 of his last 10 games. He's only averaging 13.4 points and rebounds over this 10-game stretch. You can just see a rapid decline over the last 10 games, right? Had 2 games where he went back-to-back and went over with 22 and 21 combined, right? And then just pretty much been a steady decline. Only had 6 in each of his last 2 games, right? As you can see here, his minutes have actually kind of gone up. So he's been playing a little bit more minutes except for last game, right? But he's still not even come close to this line. So that tells me even if he's playing a little bit more minutes in this game for whatever reason, it's still not very likely that he goes over. Also, the Nets are going up against a very tough Celtics team, right? Celtics are second best in terms of points allowed in the NBA and top 6 in rebounds allowed. So they're very tough in both these statistical categories. Again, shooting guards, still really good. 3rd in points allowed, about 14th in rebounds allowed, so not as good there, but it's still a really good matchup overall against a very tough Celtics defense, and Cam Thomas hasn't even been coming close to this line, whether he's playing against a good defense, bad defenses, right? Some of these, look at these, 28th, 23rd, 23rd. So he's played against good and bad defenses and still can't go over this line, so it doesn't really seem to matter the opponent that he's going up against. Still not coming close to this line. Also just not shooting very well at all. 37% from the field, 32% from 3, just not getting the job done at all. Probably a big reason why he's not even coming close. So I love this play. I love for Cam Thomas to go under 17.5 points and rebounds. All right, before we get into my favorite play, guys, again, sign up to my Winnable store for free. You get my best free play before the YouTube video comes out. So that pick is already posted on my channel, so you can get that pick and post it. You can get that pick and mix it with all your other plays and do what you want ahead of time before the YouTube video drops, okay? So go check out the Winnable store. Link is in the description. Totally free. All right? So, with that being said, my favorite play for this NBA Friday, it's Pascal Siakam over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. Siakam has gone over this line in 8 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 37.8 combined over his last 10, and actually he's gone over this in 5 straight games. So we absolutely love that. Now, the Pacers are going up against a very tough Oklahoma City Thunder defense. Right, number 1 team in points allowed, they're 4th in assists allowed. Not as good in terms of rebounding, but still a very good team. Everyone knows that the Thunder are very good, right? But they do have one big weakness. So if you look at all these positions, right, defend pretty well against point guards, not so great against shooting guards, really good against small forwards, really good against centers. Look against power forwards. They are bad against power forwards, objectively bad against power forwards. Bottom third of the league in all 3 major stat categories. This lines up perfectly for Pascal Siakam at the power forward position. I don't care that the Thunder are favored, but they're favored by like 15 or 16 points or whatever in this game. I don't really care. If Siakam's got a great matchup, he's going to be on the floor a lot. He's going to get his opportunities to score, and they don't defend this position well. It's a perfect matchup for Siakam, a very weak opponent against power forwards. Siakam, one of the stars of this Pacers team, right? Look at his last 5, 35, 40, 38, 37, and 46 combined over his last 5, right? Shooting 51% from the field on 20 attempts per game. That's really good. Also shooting 46% from 3 on 7 attempts, right? He's made 4 3-pointers in his last 4 games. So similar to Duncan Robinson, shooting very well beyond the arc. We're going to need some of that in this game as well if we want to go over this line. Right. Look, 11 shot attempts from 3, 8 shot attempts, 7 shot attempts, right? So he's going to take probably at least 7 or 8 shot attempts in this game from 3. we need him to make 4 again. We're going to need him to shoot well beyond 3. He's been doing it. He's been shooting very well beyond the arc as well. Plays over 34 minutes a game in his last 5. So we're going to need another big game for Siakam in this matchup, okay? So that's my favorite play of the night. Siakam to go over against the Thunder with a great positional matchup, shooting very well beyond the arc and from the field as well. All right. Now, heading into our 4th and final pick to round us out, it is Ryan Rollins under 15.5 points, okay? He has gone under this line in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 12.6 points per game over that last 10, and he's actually gone under this line in 6 straight games. All right, so we love to see that consistently going under as of recently. And as you can see here with his minutes too, averaging about 32.5 minutes per game, but you can see a steady decline over the last 10, playing 39 minutes, 37 minutes in his last 9 or 10 games ago, right? And then you look at the last 2 games, not even cracking 30-plus minutes in his last 3 games. So something has changed. Ryan Rollins not getting as many minutes. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks are going up against the Denver Nuggets in this matchup, okay? The Nuggets are 18th in the league in points allowed, so just slightly worse than middle of the pack in the NBA. But against the point guard position, they're top 5 in the league, only giving up about 24 points to the point guard position. All right, so top 5 defending team against point guards, another great spot for Ryan Rollins to go under this line, not playing as many minutes as of recently in his last couple of games. All right, and as you can see here, some insights into this matchup. Ryan Rollins has failed to exceed 15.5 points in 6 straight games, as I mentioned earlier. And in those 6 games, he's only averaging 8.8 points per game, so not even cracking double digits, right? So we love to see that. Need Ryan Rollins to go under against a good matchup against the point guard position, facing the Denver Nuggets. All right. Also, not shooting the ball particularly well at all. 29% from the field on 11 attempts, and only 19% from 3 on 5 attempts per game. Right, only makes like 1, maybe 2 per game if he's lucky. So not shooting the ball very well, doesn't really get to the free throw line much, but doesn't even shoot free throws well either. So just not shooting the ball very well, playing less minutes, has a tough matchup. It's a great spot to take the under for Ryan Rollins here. All right, quickly to recap our 4 picks for this NBA Friday, we have Duncan Robinson over 13.5 points and rebounds. Cam Thomas over 17.5 points, or under 17.5 points and rebounds, excuse me. And then my favorite play of the night, Pascal Siakam over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then Ryan Rollins under 15.5 points. All right, guys, before we get on out of here, guys, if you haven't signed up to Pikkit yet, what are you guys doing? The Pikkit app literally syncs up all of your sports books into one app, right? So you can see your combined overall record, all your balances, so you're not juggling back and forth between all of your apps to see how you're doing and where your money's at, okay? And Pikkit's actually going to pay new users to come sign up and use their app, right? And there's no catch at all, no subscription service you have to sign up for. It's totally free. They are paying you to come use their app, all right? All you got to do is download the Pikkit app, sign up using my code TEACH10, sync up a sportsbook that has at least 10 bets placed on it, all right? And then you'll get that deposit directly into your Venmo or PayPal. You'll either get $3 or $100. It's a free shot at $100, right? Even if you only get $3, you throw that on a crazy parlay and you hit, you can go crazy. Maybe you can retire, all right? So, free chance at $100. Go sign up. The Pikkit link will be in the description below this video. Same with my Winnable store, my Novig code, and my Chalkboard code as well. All the links will be in the description right there for you guys to see. Very easy to find. All right. That's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you do enjoy these videos. We have been on an absolute tear recently. Right. So we were on a 16-2 run as of yesterday. So now we are on a 19-3 run this week so far. I'm having one of the best gambling weeks of my life. Again, there are ups and downs in gambling, right? All my picks are for entertainment and education purposes only, so keep that in mind as you're taking your plays. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for more picks.